Come on. Switch. There you go. Here's what I hear all the time. With all the workers in the harvest, God doesn't need me. There's plenty of people that do that. God don't need me. I hear that in church work. I hear that when we got something we're trying to do and get workers to help, whether it be in the church or whatever. I hear it all the time. You know, well, there's plenty of people. God doesn't need me. Let me just tell you a little something about God needing you. The Bible says that the harvest is plentiful and the laborers are few. It says, pray to the Lord of harvest that God will send laborers in the field. I'm all the time praying, God, Lord, send us some people to work. Send us some people to roll up their sleeves, not afraid of work. Send us some people to have compassion on other people. Send us some people, Lord, that help our people, all of us, get that compassion back. Roll up our sleeves, get back in the ditches and get it done. You know, I think about whenever we leave Penitentiary Center, we get stopped by Krispy Kreme. And I used to eat Krispy Kreme all the time, but now I eat Krispy Kreme when I go to prison. That's it. Okay? My goal is to lose 10 pounds this year, and so far I got 15 to go. So when I get to Krispy Kreme, I think, man, that's a good reward. That's no kind of reward as compared to what God sees. When we've gone in and talked to those people, sometimes you say, well, I don't even know what to say to them. You don't have to know what to say. They just didn't know somebody cares. That's all. You don't have to know exactly what to say. See, there is a shortage, a big shortage of harbor labor force. Matter of fact, you hear me say this all the time. It's time for all hands on deck. I was sitting at the fountain when we were doing something. I say, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, because we're working with boats. Well, you know what? We're working with souls. We're still fishers of men. All hands on deck. You say, what have I got to offer? Let me tell you something. There's no one in this church like you. I started my point. Somebody say, amen. There's nobody in this church like you. I'm going to tell you something else. There's nobody in this world like you. My mama said that. She said, you know, I had twin brothers. She said, if you'd have been the twins, I think I'd have shot myself. I couldn't have took two of you. You see, there's no one just like you. God takes you, and He's using you in a very special way. You don't even realize how God wants to use you. You don't even realize that all these things you've gone through has set you up for something greater later on. All this stuff that you've gone through, you don't realize that God is doing something very special in your life. And although it looks like you're going down, I like this song that says, when you feel like your life is falling apart, know that it's actually falling together. God is doing something great. You got to trust Him. Amen? You got to trust the Lord. And know that everything you've gone through has helped you. Everything that you've gone through is helping you to do what God has called you to do. So, again, God designed us. I was talking to somebody the other day and they said, I don't feel like I can do anything. And I told several guys in prison this week. I said, look, in the morning I want you to look in the mirror. You've heard me say this before. All of you need to do this, though. I want you to look in the mirror when you get home and say, well, when you get in your car, look in the mirror. Look in your rearview mirror and say, when God made you, talking about yourself, when God made you, He was showing off. That's right. That's not being stuck up. There's only one of David Linton. There's only one of me. There's only one Stephen. You know, I was talking the other day to somebody. Somebody even said, you know, that was funny. Somebody said, there's not going to be any women in heaven the other night. I said, why was that? Said, because in Revelation chapter 8, verse 1, it says there's going to be silence in heaven for 30 minutes. So obviously there's no women in heaven. And then somebody tried to look at me and said, yeah, there won't be Stephen and there won't be David. My wife did ask me the other day, she said, she was studying her Bible, and she goes, the Bible says there's not going to be any marriage in heaven. Why? I said, because God wants us to be happy in eternity. And that's when the fight started. No, she laughed. She did. She laughed. I said, there's not going to be any tears in heaven. Amen. Amen. So here we go. Get ready. Get ready. We're almost through. Aren't you glad?
Amen.
Okay. Here's the next one I hear all the time. Not only does God don't need me. Anybody's ever said God don't need me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I'm not qualified. I don't have what it takes. You know, I remember one time, I remember this, and I even used this in one of my classes. I was doing psychology. They're talking about having the right thing to say at the right time. There was a young man that was involved in a hunting accident. The young man held his gun outside. He had made the field. It was like 300 yards away or further. And he had his rifle. And he come by, and he could barely see what was over there. And so he says he made the field, and this is back when you could shoot out your truck. You can't shoot out your truck anymore, supposedly. And so he's shooting out of his truck. He sees white and thinks it's the tail of the deer. And he shoots it and kills him. This guy will not give me the time of day. He would never get around me. He was like I had the plague. And he was a family member of one of my church people. And they called me and said, can you please come talk to him? And in my mind, I was thinking, he didn't want to talk to me. But I walked in the door. When I walked in the door, the guy was crying. He looked over at me. And he said, Brother David. And he ran to me and grabbed me. And I grabbed him back. And for 30 minutes plus, we just sat there and cried together. That's all we did. Just cried. I said nothing. I know you can see 30 minutes in heaven. I said nothing. After about 30 minutes plus, he said, I need relief. And I said, you need God. He said, will you lead me to the sinner's prayer? I led him to the sinner's prayer. That's it. That's it. I said, when I went back to see him the next day, he said, you knew exactly what to say and how to say it. You were full of wisdom. Yeah, because God put heavenly duct on my mouth. And I was quiet. Quiet. For change. Yeah, my wife said, that got to be a record right there. Okay. But the point is, you say, well, God can't use me because I don't know what to say. Sometimes you don't have to say a word. It's called the ministry of presence. Just be there. Because there's no one like you. Then here it is. We're getting ready to quit.